A man's heritage will always be intertwined with his football, and for Lin Jong, his father Vitor was born in East Timor and fled the war-torn region aged 18, and now with his profile growing and his influence in Australia on the lift, Lin Jong is the ambassador for East Timor Hearts Fund to give back to a region of the world that I think you soon might even be going to visit. Lin Jong, welcome to AFL 360.
Thanks for having me.
So your connection goes right back to your dad, to East Timor.
Yeah. Obviously, there's that connection in my background, which is a reason why, I wanted to help out with the charity. So, yeah, I guess Dad coming from East Timor and I guess experiencing, some difficult times there, really kind of hit home for me.
What do you know about the times he experienced and how he needed to leave?
Yeah, I know there was a lot of civil war going on during, I guess, his childhood and while he was growing up, and he managed to, I guess, escape all that and kind of, went through jobs around the world and then eventually met Mum in Taiwan.
And where did they meet, do you know?
They said they met at a party, so yeah. Nothing too special, yeah.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad, yeah.
How did it happen from there? How did they get to Australia?
I think they, I guess, wanted to look for more opportunities in terms of work and where they could, I guess, they thought they could start a family and yeah, eventually found Melbourne to be the spot.
Good choice.
Our only Timorese Australian AFL footballer, and thus the East Timor Hearts Fund has connected with you. What is this and why do you want to be a part of it?
So it's a volunteer-based charity. They go to East Timor several times to, I guess, do a lot of heart checkups because the medical services there aren't that great. So, they provide that opportunity for kids who, might be a bit ill to check up and also not only that, but educate the medical services there and, stop it at the source. And a lot of the times these kids do have these heart diseases and if need be, they fly them to Australia where they can, get surgery and pretty much save their lives.
When do you get to an age where you realise that your profile and your power as being who you are can be used like this? When do you get? What age do you get to?
I guess it's a hard one to pinpoint, but I guess it's a matter of when you feel a bit more comfortable and when you're growing up earlier, it's all about yourself a bit. You want to try to find your own feet and try to work out where you belong and all that kind of stuff. And I guess I feel a bit more comfortable in terms of my profile and what I'm able to do and provide. And things like this is spreading the word out there and I guess getting more people to understand the great work that they do there and if they were keen to help out to jump on board.
I would reckon that this is coinciding. I think I look at you and I see a more comfortable player on the field. Do you feel that?
Yeah, I do, and I guess that comes with experience, and I've been on the list for a while now, I guess, and yeah, I'm feeling more comfortable the more games I play.
It's funny because people won't really care that you didn't play last year, except you and your friends and your family. How much has that been a driver for you this year? You look fitter, you're playing more on ball. It seems to me you're playing more game time. You look at an improved player. How much did last year missing out, how much has that driven you?
I've been asked this question a few times. I don't really think it was that much motivation for me. I guess missing out on the grand final. I think, especially because I got injured as well, I was a bit unlucky. But in terms of missing out on the grand final, I feel like personally, the more you dwell on it, I don't think that can be too good for your mental state. And so, yeah, it was disappointing. I guess I got through it. I moved on from it, got over it. And
is it just another footy game? I know you're a professional footballer, but you're working with the Eastern Media. I mean, your family's come from an area where there were some atrocities committed.
Yeah.
Right. Is it a game of footy just a game of footy compared to what your father experienced? Do you look at it like that, or is it footy is everything?
No, definitely. It's things like these that put stuff into perspective, and at the end of the day, it is just footy, and some boys who also missed out on the grand final might feel differently, but I feel like I've been able to move on from it. It'd be silly to say it's just another game, but obviously the grand final is a grand final, but. yeah, like you said, these things and trying to give back to people that are less fortunate really puts things into perspective for your own, I guess, personal self.
Are you hoping to visit East Timor at some stage?
Yeah, definitely. I haven't been able to head up there, but you know, I'm hoping, especially with the charity work as well, to experience it more and understand the work that they do more, and I guess get a bit more appreciation for it.
The world doesn't know a lot about East Timor. You know that? We don't. I don't. Do you know about it? I know the atrocities have gone on there, but I don't know a lot about East Timor right now as a country. Is it a settled country? Is it a safe part of the world, or is there still a dangerous place?
Yeah, that's the I guess the general reaction I get when I guess people ask me what my background is. You know, not.
Do you understand why we ask those questions? Though?
Yeah, exactly, and that's the thing. You ask these questions, and it gets the awareness out there, and it's not quite settled, but it's definitely on the way up, yeah, I guess they're working their way up onto better things.
And the Dogs are working their way to better things as well. As what happened on Friday night looked like progression, and now the Tigers as the next one. So this feels like maybe the phase of the season that will make the Dogs. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, there was plenty of positives to take out of the game on Friday night. You know, obviously we didn't get the result that we wanted, but I feel like I guess the first few games were a bit inconsistent. We got some wins, but we thought we could have played better, and I feel like Friday night was a bit more of a consistent performance from us.
Any bruises? Just very quickly, any bruises from the game?
Yeah, there's always a few bruises, yeah. Bit of
tough game to watch.
Yeah.
Hey, great to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, mate.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Lin Jong, who's the ambassador for East Timor Hearts Fund, with us on AFL 360. We'll